In this film, Oğuz Kağan is at your age. Do you want to be friends with him? Friends, I'm Oğuz Kağan. I am also known as Oğuzhan, or Orhan. I am the ancestor of the 24 Oğuz tribes. I'm a source of inspiration and power for Turkish states. I was born centuries ago in 234 BC in Turkestan. My mother is as clear and beautiful as her name, Kağan, and my father is Kağan. It is said that I got my power and might from my father, and my wisdom, common sense and compassion from my mother. My dear mother had a smile that brightened even the darkest nights, like the light of a full moon. My father's masterful gaze warmed my heart and added joy to my happiness. He always told me, the strength is in the heart, not in the arm, son, and that I should listen to my heart when I feel into a difficult situation. I remember the days when I admired my father's horse riding in the vast Asian lands. When I grew up, I promised myself to be a strong man like my father. In a short time, I learned to ride as dexter as him, and to wield a sword just as him. I loved hunting and wrestling, and bare-handed fishing. The weather conditions in Central Asia are harsh. Once it snows, you will see it's all white. Especially when strong winds are blowing from the north, from Siberian sides, woe to you if you did not secure your position. The winters were challenging, but the white sled rides were worth all the hardships we went through. Our snow towers and snowball fights were just as spectacular. Everyone, young and old alike, would join our races to build the biggest snowmen. Perhaps the greatest gift of harsh winters has been my ability to anticipate possible storms. When I took over the rule from my father, I first built a strong army that I could lean on and control. I became hope to friend, fear to enemy. I divided my army into groups. I listed the commanders according to their ranks as corporal, captain, major, division chief. I had always carried the sages along with me. I would do my work in a planned and meticulous manner, and I would definitely set up a consultation committee. As my wise mother used to say, strength comes from unity. And it did. By gathering Turkish tribes under one roof, I achieved Turkish unity for the first time in history. The tribes were free in their internal affairs. They were only responsible for paying taxes to the central state and preparing soldiers. This tradition continued in the Ottomans. The boundaries of my Khanate, which reigned between 209 and 174 BC, was extended from Caspian Sea to the Indian Ocean, from the Himalayas to Siberia by me. Even the Great Wall of China, built against the Turks, was not enough to stop our armies. I also added the northern regions of China to our lands. I built Turkish customs on discipline, justice, morality and service to the nation. I have worked to provide women with a life where they are respected and valued, and where they find the value they deserve. The great Han Empire, of which I was the ruler, would also be a source of inspiration and power for the 16 great Turkish states that were established later. The first army that I established in 2009 BC is still accepted as the first establishment of the Turkish Armed Forces Land Army. That's why one of the medallions that our Chief of General Staff proudly carries reads, Establishment of the Land Forces 209 BC. Today, our Turkish Armed Forces is the world's oldest and most well-established military unit thanks to that effort. Along with that, all that I have told, I am also the protagonist of Oğuz Kağan epic about the Turks presents on the world stage. My legend tells that I only sucked my mother's milk the day I was born, and then I was breastfed by a grey wolf. It is said that I grew and flourished miraculously, that I talked before I was 1 year old, that I became stronger with the strength of 100 grey wolves. Legends are forms of expression and writing inspired by realities and containing supernatural elements. To believe or not to believe is entirely up to you. If there's one thing that is true, it is that I am the ancestor of the Turks of my time. In my long life filled with wars, I have cherished all women, especially my precious mother, Kağan. Women are our mothers, our souls who gave birth to our children. Women in Turkish tradition are beings who are always trusted, respected and honoured. Mind yourself, know the value of your mothers, sisters, girlfriends, in short, all women. Above all, value them because they are women. Be proud of your Turkishness, but never lose your respect for other cultures and nations. We all have one Creator. May your love be for all because of that Creator. Legends, even they are surreal stories, have ties to real life. Read Turkish epics, get to know your ancestors, tell your friends what you learned. Be determined, planned and decided. Set your goals and take care to reach them. Whatever you do it with love. Dear children, no matter what your job is, always work with perseverance. Stay away from lies, cruelty and injustice. Put love at the center of your life.